The border between the United States and Canada will be closing to all non-essential traffic. President Donald Trump says the decision was made by mutual consent. The US has already placed heavy restrictions on travel from Europe. The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says trade will continue across the border.
Travellers will no longer be permitted to cross the border for recreation and tourism. In both our countries, we're encouraging people to stay home. We're telling our citizens not to visit their neighbours if they don't absolutely have to. Well, this collaborative and reciprocal measure is an extension of that prudent approach. I want to be clear, though, that essential travel will continue.
The President also announced more measures to tackle COVID-19, including dispatching 2 hospital ships to New York. The move comes as health officers told young people to heed their warnings after they defied advice to celebrate spring break. Cordelia Lynch with more details.
He did offer some relief to the American people today. 2 sister ships will be rolled out, the Comfort and Mercy. They will travel to New York. He says in a matter of days, it could be weeks. And on board are up to 1,000 hospital beds. Now, COVID-19 patients won't be treated on board. It's actually just to kind of relieve some of the pressure on hospitals in New York State. That state, of course, heavily hit by coronavirus cases. He also says that they are working on self-swab kits. They just haven't had nearly enough. There are still millions that they need to provide. Of those kits that they have been able to get results from, we're told 7% have tested positive, and they say over the next few days they will have a better sense of where they are at. One issue that came up in that press conference was millennials. Now, we have heard from a number of physicians there concerns and warnings about the number of young people that aren't taking this seriously. We've seen in Florida images of beaches packed with young people celebrating spring break. It would seem not with any concern around coronavirus and the potential spread. One other thing to come up, Donald Trump intends to roll out checks that will be means tested up to $1,000 per person. Now, they could come as early as April. We haven't yet had confirmation on that, but that will offer some financial relief to people that are already looking very vulnerable.